Alright, what I'm doing in here is, these aren't holding, okay? That's broken, and that one's good, but the rod that goes in here from one side to the other, with all the weight they got on it, is bowing down and pulling out. That'll still work. Actually, no, that won't. I have to fix that. So we're going to have to put something else in there. I got an idea. So I need to put a support in the middle. See how they've tried with a coat hanger? No. Kids tried. My wife tried. But I'm going to go ahead and put something up there. I'll show you what I'm going to do. And we're going to put a brace in the middle of that closet. So, let's see where we're going with this. So we're going to start off by getting a whole cutter majigger, thingamahoogle, and we've got a piece of wood here. So I'm going to measure this piece of wood in the bedroom to see how much out I need. And then if I cut this down, if I cut a chunk off, I won't cut it where the knot is. I'll cut off here. And then what I could do with this is put a hole through this, okay, and mount just a little square up on that wall, put the rod in where that plastic piece is broken. So let's see what size we need here. What I've got going on now is where the shelf is on that wall. It goes up against the wall, but there's a little piece of wood underneath it that comes down so far, and the shelf comes out on top of it, and there's a piece that goes down like that. Now if I were to put this piece up to that bottom piece of shelf, the rod is going to hit here. So what I need to do is notch out a section at his back to fit up onto that piece of wood to get this up high enough so that the rod goes through the center. So let me get my pencil and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. See the piece of wood coming down? If I butt this up to it, alright, those are going to be too high on this piece of wood. So I got a notch. I got to put a notch in and notch that out to get that up against the top of the shelf and against the wall. So we're going to mark that with the pencil, and we're going to see what we can do here. So I got the mark on it. Hold on. You can see the mark right there. Put the mark on. And I put a T, which means that's the top. So I got to notch out. I got to come in here. Oh, hold on. I got to come in here, cut back about a ½ inch, and cut it all the way off. So I got to take a ½ inch chunk out the top here. Is what I got to do. About a ½ inch. I'm eyeballing. So this is how you make stuff and fix things with what you got laying around, okay? Not buying anything. So we're going to come back about a ½ inch. I think that should be sufficient. Alright, so I got to cut that section out. Here's the rod, by the way. So I've got to cut out that little thing that's got the T in it there. I got to cut that out. So that's what we are going to do next. Normally I'd probably break out the power saw to do this, but instead I think I'm going to use trusty handsaw. First thing I do with the trusty handsaw is I take a little bit of WD-40, press them on the blade. Oh, hold on a sec. take a little shop rag. And we're going to get it all on the blade. Okay. Go. Now we're going to hand cut this piece down to the knot to the edge, and then we're going to come in this way. Okay, we're going to go take this chunk up, down, and then we're going to come in and cut this way to take this little chunk out. So I'm going to pause this for now. I think I changed my mind. It's hardwood. Finish it up by hand. Actually, yeah, that's got a little ways to go in there. That's gonna be tough to do by hand there. That way. Alright, let me pause this. So pretty much there's our notch. Okay? I'm gonna have to bracket it to the shelf because I won't be able to bracket it to the wall. The brackets I got are too big. It's tough doing with one hand. But this is going to be sticking out too far, okay? The notch will work. But it's sticking out too far out here. But I need to get it right. So if I put that barely up there and low enough where I can see where my piece is, I'm able to make a notch, a line right there, that pencil mark above my thumb, of how much of this I can cut off. And I'll take this chunk that I cut off the end with a hole in it, and I'll put it up there. And then this piece of wood won't stick out so far. Alright, let's get to that. Keep in mind, guys, this is not precision carpentry work. This is just guesstimations, look at it, eyeball it, cut it, throw it up in there, get the job done with what you got laying around. So, nothing precision about this. So we're just going to make a line here, eyeball it, make sure it's kind of straight. Is that right? Okay. And we're going to have to cut that off. The lighting on this angle is not very good. I wonder if I can get a drop light down here somewhere. Get better lighting down here. Much better. That's the chunk we cut off. This is the piece that's going to go up in there. But now, I want to make sure that I got this one. This hole is really, really tight for this rod to go in. So what I want to do first is get where I'm going to need to put this rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take my tape measure from the wall back to the center of that circle so I know how far back to put my hole. So after eyeballing it, I got about where my center's got to be for that hole. So let me just go verify it in the room. Okay, so what I did was I took this in, I put it up against the wall, and I put my finger behind it where the brown piece was, and I just guesstimated. So that's just pretty much just guessing. So I may make this hole a little bit bigger than the one I've got there. Since that might not be perfectly centered, we really don't care if it is or isn't, but we're not doing perfection here. We're going to make the hole a little bit bigger. That out. All right. So we got that. And we'll flip it over and go from there. Hopefully we get it the same. They're usually a little offset. We'll use eyeball on it. There we go. The hole's out. And there's the hole. Now hopefully it's lined up good enough. And our rod's going to go through, a little bit of play like I wanted. So we're going to go see if this lines up. Find out later if that recorded, but there's the hole. There's the piece that came out. And it goes right on in. So let's go see how it lines up in the bedroom. Alright, it's filming, so go ahead. I wanted to show the lineup on this. So this is what we're going to do. Put that piece in there. You see that? Put it on the hole there. Put this in there. And then this is going to go up here. And that's going to mount right there. And that piece I cut off, I'm going to put the block up here. and I'm going to put the block up here, but I'm going to have a notch coming out the end here in order to, well, once I put that in, that ain't coming out unless no, I don't want to do that. Once I put it in there, it ain't coming out without taking the screws out. That's what I'm going to do it. That would have been solid. I'll put 4 screws in here on the block. This will be in. The only way to get this out, this rod, will be take the 4 screws out and pull the block back over to drop this out. That's the way we're going to do it. So, let's go make that other block. Alright, pause it. Here, I like to take those and sand off that little lip and have a nice little round thing. I used to use these, save these, and when I make a wooden thing, I use these for wheels. They work great. Alright, so now, this piece I cut off, I gotta go find out which way I want to put it. If I want to put it up this way, or if I want to put it up this way. So let me go find out. Alright, it's better if I go that way instead of that way. So what I'm going to do, if I'm going to go that way, I'm just going to put a hole in the center, and then we're going to put put it in that way. Okay? So how do I find the center of this? Well, the easy way for me to find the center. Make a line from corner to corner, make a line from corner to corner, and where they cross, that's where my drill bit's going. That will be the center. Or close to it anyway. The way I think he's moving. Oh, that didn't go dark enough. You know what, I'm gonna see if this will work better, because this will bow, because this got a bow to it. There we go. And now the other one. There, see, here's my X. There's the X. And now I put the drill bit right in the center. A little WD-40 on it, just getting a little hot. I don't like it when these things, when you got that in there, it flies out of your hand, starts spinning around real fast and knocking your knuckles. There's that one. I gotta go back through that side. Here we go. Another one. Alright, so now I'm going to have to drill some 4 holes in here for screws. That cool off. What am I looking for? So now I need some long screws. That would be good size if I can get the rest like that size. Let's try these, see if I can find some in here. That'll be a good size. Just need 4. There's 4. Alright, we got 4. And now we're going to get a drill bit about that size. That ought to be good. Okay. There's one. Smoking through this. I told you this is some hard 2x4s. Smell the wood burning. There we go, 4 holes, all nice and drilled. Now, that one was bent. That one is a little bent. Get that fly out of here. That's going to go in the trash. Get it from right here. What's up, Sam?
I'm going to my home in the morning.
Cool.
Mom played it, Sean played it.
Oh, cool.
I beat Sean, Mom beat me.
That's pretty cool. You know what you can do? Alright. The problem with using these U screws is sometimes the heads are stripped out. I like to get the screws sticking out just a little bit in the back. That way when I set it up there, I can knock it up there and those all 4 will hold it in a little bit while I just go screw it in. Oh, that one took so hard to get in. That one's bent, don't like it. This one's too tough to go in, don't like it. Okay, that's better. Okay. Alright, so these are going to go in. Okay, so we're going to go put this up in there now. Alright, so we put that up like that. Got the notch in the back, screwed up in there. Nice and neat. Washers to prevent them coming through the top. That is in over there. And that is in up over there. So there's the center bracket to hold. There. The only way to take it off would be take those 4 screws out to pull that out so you can drop that down. And then you got to take all these screws out anyway. 2 up there and 2 down there. Same with over here. 2 up there with the washers and 2 over there. And that's what the finished product looks like. All the clothes on it and it's holding up and not bowing down now. It was bowing down and pulling out from the wall. That's why I broke that plastic piece. So that's why we put the wooden piece block on the end and the wooden support in the middle. All done. Simple shelving thing. That was spur of the moment. They said they needed something done on that. I glanced at it. I realized, hey, I can do this. Came up with the concept and the idea and said, what do I got laying around to make that happen? And found a piece of wood stuff laying around and made it happen. And like I said, I didn't do much measuring of anything. It was just eyeballing. Oh, I need about a 1/4 inch notch here, and it needs to go about so long. And then I put the thing up and just make a mark on it. Didn't do any measurements. So I mean, I started to do the measurements for the center of the hole, but I was like, no, the way that thing was set up, I wasn't going to get an accurate measurement. So I just stuck the piece of wood up there, and I took the pencil and I guesstimated an eyeball where the thick piece was. I said, okay, right about there, right about there, right about there. Okay, and then brought it back out and cut it. And then went back in there and put it all up. And now it's holding up everything and it's not bowing down at all. And that's all we wanted. And that's how you make things with stuff you got laying around the house. That's all. That's how simple it is. You don't need to be a precision carpenter to do anything like that. It's real simple. Alright, so let's wait for the next video and we'll see what we're going to do on the next one. I still don't know yet. Got a lot of ideas though.